Hi, this is Arthur, and this is a summary of the story of the Secret Summer Paradise event released in Genshin Impact version 3.8. Jean seems to need help with something, so the traveler heads over to her office. Once there, she meets with Jean, Klee, and Kaya. Klee received a magical invitation from Alice, her mother, to have some fun with one of Alice's friends. The friend lives in Sumeru, and fortunately the magical invitation can teleport them there. Kaya and the traveler agree to accompany Klee, and they head to Gandharvaville to find a guide for Sumeru. They head over and bump into Kale and Eula. Eula is here because someone from her clan, the Lawrence clan, is missing, and she followed the trail here. Kale just lives here. They ask Kale if she knows anything about where they're going, and she says the place is in the desert. Kale also says she heard rumors there was a domain there that can make your wishes come true. Kale and Eula decide to join the group. Klee takes out a magic invitation and they teleport to the desert. They eventually find a magic bottle, and after touching it are transported inside. Once inside, they meet a Hydro Eidolon. They follow the Eidolon to a town where they see Kokomi and a woman named Idia. Idia explains this is the Valurium Mirage and she is its caretaker. Idia is also the friend Alice mentioned when she invited Klee. Unfortunately, the Mirage is in disrepair and things need to be fixed before they can enjoy the premises. The entire area is powered by the central hub, which is currently missing 4 components. They split into groups and go look for the components. The traveler, Idia, and Kokomi form one group and retrieve the first component, which looks like a gear. They then meet with Klee and Kaya, who've discovered the appearance of a huge canyon. They all head over and meet an adventurer named Ferdinand. Ferdinand and his brothers look after this whole zone, including the carts and tracks in it. The group agrees to help repair the tracks and do so. As they're helping, they meet Jeremy, one of Ferdinand's brothers. Ferdinand and Jeremy start to argue with each other, but dial it down for Klee's sake. They then meet up with Hado, another one of the brothers. With Klee's help, the 3 brothers reconcile and finish repairs. As they say their goodbyes, Jeremy gives them mountaineering rope as a gift. This rope also happens to be the missing component. They return to Idia and decide to take a break. The next day, the traveler heads north with Eula, Kale, and Idia. They arrive at some fairgrounds where they meet Maymuna, a scholar in charge of this area. Maymuna says that something fell from the central hub, knocking out a big light and trapping the Hydro Eidolons in the big tent. Side note, the Hydro Eidolons seem to help run the place. A man from the Lawrence clan then came by and tried to help. He is now trapped inside the tent. They head to the tent and enter it, making their way through until they find Lessig Lawrence, Eula's cousin. Lessig seems alright and they continue on and fix the big light. They exit the tent and speak to Lessig. Lessig says that he left Mondstadt in hopes of finding a way to restore the Lawrence clan. He later realized that his arrogant upbringing did not reflect reality and that no one really sees the clan the way their family does. Upon hearing this, Eula suggests they go back together and express their views to their family. Side note, the Lawrence clan was once a ruling family when Mondstadt was ruled by the aristocracy. Eventually, the aristocracy fell and many people in Mondstadt now despise the Lawrence clan. Children of the Lawrence clan are still raised to believe themselves superior than most people. Maymuna then comes up and gives them the missing component, which looks like a candy box. They head back to town and Kokomi says that she came here to find a relic from Watatsumi Island called the Shinro Casket. The next day they all chat again. Idia and Lessig explain the damage to the Mirage was caused by Lessig. Idia left the core of the Mirage lying around and Lessig accidentally messed around with it. Lessig then stayed to help with the repairs. The traveler then meets with Klee, Kaya, Kokomi, and Idia and head to Zosimos' treehouse. Zosimos is a director and Kokomi thinks he has the last component. They meet with Zosimos and he confirms he has the component. However, he needs help finishing his show and asks the group to participate. The group agrees. Zosimos finishes writing the script and gives everyone their roles. They perform the show and afterwards Zosimos gives them the component, which looks like a lamp. They head back to the domain's core and repair it. Idia then reveals she is an Oceanid, exiled here when the last Hydro Archon passed away. Idia explains the people they've met are actually Hydro alter egos of real people who visited the Mirage in the past. The components were gifts from those people who've since left. When Lessig came in and knocked the components out of the central hub, the components fell out and each of the respective zones arose around it. Idia then assures them that so long as she remembers the past visitors, their Hydro alter egos and what they've built will not disappear. Idia then tries to repair the core, but it fails. Kokomi steps in and asks to see the Shinro Casket, which is somehow also in the central hub. Kokomi explains that the Shinro Casket is a ritual vessel used for making offerings and was lost long ago. The casket can listen to the wishes of those who pray before it and build up something called Shinki, which gives it power. There is a pearl in Watatsumi Island that is paired with the casket and it can track its location, but it hasn't worked in centuries. Kokomi theorizes that because of the recent problems in the Mirage, the pearl started working again. That's how Kokomi used the pearl to track the casket here. Kokomi explains that without offering to the shrine, the casket loses power. Kokomi theorizes that if they tell the Shinro casket their wishes, that will recharge the casket and repair the Mirage. Idia then tells the casket her wishes and that fixes everything. Idia then takes them to the top of the hub and talks about past visitors to the Mirage. Normally, the Mirage lets visitors create what they wish. When it's time to leave, some get angry that the things they've created here cannot be brought outside. Some destroy everything they've made. However, others ask Idia to make replicas of themselves using hydro-eidolons in order to maintain the things they've built here. It's like a way to keep their dreams alive. Just knowing past visitors might be living their lives and achieving their dreams just like how their hydro counterparts are doing makes Idia happy. And that is the end of this quest in this video. If you've liked what you've seen here, please like, comment, and subscribe.